I've been out so much and a ton of stuff covered. Okay? So, first question. Which of the following is not an element of negligence? Duty, breach of duty, damages, or monetary loss? Monetary loss, good. Okay? What is the subjective standard that all negligence cases use when analyzing a person's duty to act responsibly? Is it an attractive nuisance, reasonable person standard, reliable person standard, or the Good Samaritan test?
Reasonable.
Reasonable person standard. Good. Okay. Now, this next one is a fact pattern thing. So let's read it real quick. Okay. Here's the question I'm wanting to do. Can the person involved in the car accident argue that Miss Smith had a diagnosed mental condition that impaired her ability to operate a vehicle? The question is yes or no, and explain. Okay, why it's yes or no. Okay? No. Now, hang on. Let me get there. Just relax. Okay? Mr. Smith, okay, has decided to take her driving test again. She has never been able to pass the road portion of her test due to an intense phobia of bugs. So much so that she has undergone counseling to help control her fear. Recently, her counselor has uncovered her underlying fear of bugs is caused by childhood trauma from a fishing accident where she had a beta hook with worms. She's doing so much better coping with her bug phobia that she's began working at a local zoo in a butterfly exhibit. The day of Miss Smith's driving test has arrived. Miss Smith gets behind the wheel of her husband's car, and the driving instructor tells her to pull out of the parking place to begin her test. Miss Smith exits the parking lot and turns onto Highway 77. 2 miles down the road, the unexpected happens. The biggest dragonfly in the world hits the windshield of the car and shatters it. Because her view is obstructed, Miss Smith accidentally rear ends the person in front of her. Okay, so here's the question one more time, since you all heard that. I know it's hard to do just hearing it, not reading it, but I'll help you all out with it. Can the person involved in the car accident argue that Miss Smith had a diagnosed mental condition that impaired her ability to operate a vehicle? Yes or no, and explain.
No, because her vision was impaired by the windshield being broken.
Say it one more time. Go.
No,
Get
because
that.
her vision was impaired by the windshield being broken.
Yes, not because of her fear. She didn't wreck because of her fear. It was because the windshield was broken. She couldn't see. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. Next question. Okay? Is Old Man Jennings liable for the senior's deaths under the attractive nuisance doctrine? Yes or no? Explain. Old Man Jennings is a retired master welder. He has worked from his home his entire career building armored bank trucks. Over the years, he has acquired around his property numerous large square boxes that are placed in the back of vehicles to transport armed guards and large amounts of cash to and from banks. Mr. Jennings has done everything humanly possible to keep people off of his property. He has posted no trespassing signs, warned people that his property has dangerous materials on it, and even locked the doors on the large square boxes on his property. One day, a group of high school seniors decide it will be fun to hang out in Mr. Jennings' yard. They gain access to a box by cutting its lock off, and upon entering the box, it collapses, killing the entire group. Okay? So is Old Man Jennings liable for the deaths or not?
No.
No, because he warned him, right? Okay? Good. All right. I don't know why everybody is struggling with these next two questions. Okay? Because they're easy. All right? So y'all just listen. A licensee, okay, is which of the following? A social guest, someone who has a license granted by the government to do a specific task or job, someone doing business on your property, or a tortfeasor. There you go. Someone doing business on your property. Okay? So you're letting someone onto your property. Licensee, you're letting. Okay? Now, an invitee, okay, is which of the following? Invitee is it a social guest? Is it someone who has a license granted by the government to do a specific task or job? Someone doing business on your property, or a tortfeasor? It's a social guest. Remember, I'm inviting somebody to my birthday party. Cool? Makes sense? He's busy? He's busy. All right. Which of the following is not a category of strict liability? Is it products liability, animals such as pets and livestock, ultra hazardous materials, or negligence? Negligence. Good. What's up? All right. Next thing, Juliana. She's a dog, or he's a dog, or Juliana. Julian is a dog trainer that specializes in security guard dogs. One night, an intruder enters his property and is attacked by one of Julian's prized German Shepherd dogs. The dog knocks the intruder to the ground and bites his throat until the police arrive. There are no visible marks on the intruder from the dog. Could Julian's dog be placed in the dangerous dog list after he subdued the intruder?
No, it's occupational.
Yeah, exactly. No, because he's a working dog. Okay, that's what he's been trained to do, is be a guard dog. Okay, and two, what's the other thing? He didn't leave any marks on the guy. Okay, he didn't hurt him at all. He just knocked him to the ground and he was all right. That's it.
Even if it was a normal dog, it wasn't security, it was still an intruder.
But here's the problem with that. Yes, he was an intruder in it. Okay, like you could use that argument before.